Oh, this is a little bizarre.
I know. I'm so used to like looking right here because the camera's normally right there. Now I got to look up. Oh, it's odd.
It is a little odd. Good evening, everybody. I feel like we're on like a proper TV show or some sort of web stream. Hopefully you can hear us okay. Oh, cue that thing.
That's me. Usually I'm the one that's good about it, but no, that's a lie. That's a lie. I'm not.
All right, so before we begin anything, we have this microphone right here. Hopefully you can hear us fine. The webcam's up there. Usually we're like, everything's different now. So with that being said, hopefully you can see us okay. Hopefully you can hear us okay.
Let us know in the chat, how
this is
working
cool
for you. Yeah.
So we had a little bit of an issue. Sorry about that.
We're on the new computer.
We couldn't get the webcam working, but welcome to the world of HD.
Yeah.
Right? I think we're shooting on like 1080p. I think that's what this is.
And we're not using, normally we have a ring light that we use and we're not using it. It actually was not necessary. And I'm glowing so nice.
Wait, we could probably use it, but it'll like lighten everything up.
It'll I'm just not used to, I'm looking in different areas than usual. It's kind of weird.
Right there, the little light.
I love how it's glowing. Look how bright this is glowing over here. I love it.
So the sound, if you've been watching our show before, is our sound tonight better than it has ever been?
Yeah, I'm really curious. You know what? I'm going to put some headphones in and test out.
Quite an improvement. See? Awesome.
Is it? It's better? Yeah.
Perfect. So we got the chat window over here, got the webcam up there, the microphone down here. It's like learning all kinds of new stuff. Welcome to another night of Grim All Night.
Oh, I missed it.
Oh, you missed it.
I do it every time.
You gotta wait till next week then. Basically, if this is your very first time or you're returning champions, basically, if you're old enough to remember USA Up All Night on USA Network, starring Gilbert Godfrey or Rhonda Shear, we're nothing like that.
I'm trying to stop you.
We're weirder. She's a unicorn. I feel like we could have better. Hold on a second. I'm going to try something a little different.
Yeah, so we're actually using a webcam now. Before we were using our phone, and
we need more
light. It is a bit dim lit, I can see it is having a little issue trying to focus.
Yes.
So
this is so bizarre.
This is one of the reasons why we start early. Sometimes there's kinks that you got to work out, and we have a microphone, we have a webcam, we got lighting.
It's going away. Hold on, come back.
I think it requires more lighting, which might be a little unfortunate.
I'm sorry, guys. Oh.
Because we didn't want. Oh.
We got to work this out.
Yeah.
There we go. Look at that. That's perfect. I know it's really bright. I'm sorry. Okay.
Hello, Brazil.
The black light is really cool, and I feel like
it's cool. Yeah.
It's super bright, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Really
Hold on.
A smidgen too much.
We're learning all this stuff as we go. Look how close I am. Oh man, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Is that better? That's better, right?
That's better. As long as it's in focus.
Right.
I'm good.
That's what we care about.
With that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and get this little elephant in the room right out. Because now that we're using a camera that's in HD, of course it would be the week that I break out really badly. So, adult acne is a thing.
Well, it's been like 120 degrees here in Florida, and we've been out filming in it.
And which makes me really oily. I'm naturally really oily, and then all that sweat and everything, and I'm just gross. But if you're like me, you have anxiety and things like that. And I actually have to keep my nails extremely short or wear acrylic nails, because if I have any amount, and this is how short they are, if I have any amount, there's nubs, I will scratch my face. It's an anxiety thing. So I'm one of those people who, they're pickers, because I can feel there's something there. It's not pimples, but it's like a little bump, like a clogged pore, and I'll start picking at it, which creates scabs. So naturally,
what is this?
Right as we start with,
what is that?
It's a curl.
No, it's a
Your
cowlick.
hair's naturally curly.
I'm like a dork.
I have one, it looks like I got shot in the face with a BB gun, because I had a little pimple right here, and naturally I scratched it, and now I have a scab. And I have others on my face, but I'm not going to point those out, because apparently I can't see them on the camera, so I'm fine.
You're sitting right next to me, and I'm looking at you instead of looking right at you. we love that you guys are all here. We really do. And I don't know exactly what number week this is, but tonight we are watching a movie called Ginger Snaps.
Someone said that we've done like 16 of them so far or something like that.
So we have a lot of ground to cover before the movie starts. We started 10 minutes late, and I'm sorry about that. We're getting used to everything.
Yeah.
Tonight's movie is Ginger Snaps.
I love this movie.
If you haven't seen it, you're in for a treat. It's amazing. It's probably one of my favorite openings to any movie.
Me too.
Our Grim Party, our Grim Up All Night Watch Party, is well known for people bringing snacks. Usually we have red vines. Tonight we have Angry Orchard, but we don't have red vines because we have something a little special. So a couple weeks ago, we put out a call to you guys. I'm not too loud, am I?
Because you have a loud voice.
Yeah, I have a very booming voice.
I do too, but you got the deep baritone.
We put out a call that in the description below, we have a P.O. box. And we if you read the description, it says, please send us something strange and unusual. And a couple weeks ago, we said, hey, if you want to send us snacks, candy, or some sort of food or something like that from your neck of the woods, that's, for you guys, send it to us and we will eat it on air.
Yeah. Because
we're a little blurry right now. I'm sorry.
There's a lot of things that come out of cities that are specific to that city. And where I'm from, it's like St. Louis style ribs and gooey butter cake, which I've actually never ever tried.
Okay, so we have about 10 minutes. We have so much stuff to cover.
Oh.
Okay. So I know we're a little bit late. We're gonna stay on. Oh, thank you, Amanda. Grim Life baby, Amanda and Brad. Avocado. I was going to say avocado. So Suzanne from Maryland sent us these potato chips. Look how crystal clear that is. It's so, like, dare I say, crisp? They are crab chip potato chips. So we're going to try these tonight. I don't know how I'm going to do with these. What's that?
I'm fascinated.
And then, I'm sorry, Suzanne, if you're watching, this is a little bizarre. I don't know how I feel about this.
Cookies.
But they're called burger cookies.
But they're not burger flavored. It's not like a hamburger cookie.
Yeah.
I think it's just like a chocolate macadamia or something. Let me see.
And she also sent some Old Bay hot sauce from Maryland. We're not going to be eating this. I promise you that. I keep looking down there. I'm sorry. It's the old camera. Up there is where I need to be. We're not going to be eating this, but we're going to be taking a bite into the burger cookies as well as the chips. And thank you for broadening our minds and our taste palettes with this.
Yeah, it doesn't say what kind of cookies they are. They are not burger flavored. No. The company is burger, so they're called burger cookies. Reminds me of St. Louis. We had Dad's cookies, Dad's famous cookies, and they were like a ginger snap.
Real quick, who here is their very first Grim Up All Night watch party? Who here is a Grim Up All Night virgin? I talk to the camera, and then I got to look down here.
To read it, yeah.
To read it.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody new? There's new people. I know there's new people. People just show up, and then they go, oh, man, this should be fun. Then they look at us, and they're like, no, John Hart.
Oh,
Lizette. Perfect. Okay.
Classically Deceased, Hi Pumpkin. Thank you guys so much.
Oh, shoot. Wood Squatch, thank you. And Classically Deceased. We love that you guys are here. Hopefully you're being safe. What?
Classically Deceased. He's on Instagram, and he does the Jason Voorhees mask, but Halloween. Like he does,
Halloween.
No, I said Jason.
Yeah, you meant Michael Myers.
Michael Myers is Halloween.
Okay.
Jason is Friday the 13th. Right. Stop it. He knows I have trouble with that. He messes me up. Don't. But no, he does a lot of these really cool themed Jason Voorhees in the mask, like as Jason Voorhees themed photos and videos on Instagram. So check him out. It is actually Classically Deceased on Instagram. Super cool guy. I'm always laughing. They're really cool. Go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay. So
Dark, thank you.
If you are new here, she gets it before me. Now it's dark.
Because I'm on the tablet.
You took my watch party virginity months ago. I keep coming back. You're welcome.
And it keeps coming back.
The cider.
See that just warms my heart. Yeah, you know, like the fact that you keep coming back. We love you. We love all of you.
Before we went live, we were reading the chat about how you guys are like getting your food ready, your snacks ready for the movie, and it just kind of warmed my heart. I was really excited about that. So awesome. Oh, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. First time here. This is how we do our watch parties. Basically, you need two forms of watching it, like a telephone, like your cell phone, and a laptop or your TV or a computer with two screens open. But you need to have two screens of YouTube open. You can either watch us or watch the movie, or you can watch both of us at the same exact time and have fun. We started doing this at the beginning of quarantine because everybody was stuck in their house, and we didn't want to be those kind of people that just walked out and did a video on buying toilet paper. We just wanted to hang out with you guys, and it's become a thing. So we are doing this over and over and over again, and you know what? It's a blast. You get before me, Jeff Davidson. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome.
Oh, so cool! Today is the Woodstock anniversary. Go ahead.
In the description below, you will find all kinds of links for our Patreon, which Jessica has been taking over and doing a whole bunch of behind-the-scenes things to our videos, as well as other little stuff. Well, thank you, Test for Echo 2112. Plus, you can get a Patreon postcard signed by us, something custom. I think we just put out the new one today on social media, what it's going to be. So if you join from now to the end of the month, you get the special postcard.
Yes. We have them specially printed. We actually picked the image from one of our past video adventures, and we print them out ourselves. Well, not here at home. We send them out to be made. So it's only on the specific Patreon custom postcard tier that you would get the image that you're seeing for this month. And if you just want to join for that postcard and then drop off the month after, that's okay. Some people stay on to keep getting the postcards, you know. If you want to join at just even the basic level, which is $1, I have started posting footage from videos that is only going to be shown on Patreon. So stuff that was cut out of videos, stuff that didn't make it in the cut, behind the scenes pictures, because I'm always behind Michael taking pictures of him and things like that.
She gets a little weird.
It took me a while to get my hands on Patreon and get it working. They post in a very weird day. You cannot do multimedia. It has to be either a video or a picture, not in the same post. So I kept messing that up. You guys probably watched me. Yeah, it was terrible. So go ahead.
All right. So with that being said, you can also, now, let me stress, I can't stress this enough. You just being here helps out the Grim Life Collective more than you can ever imagine. If you want to, you can join the Postcard Club. You can even donate as simple as $1 a month and get all kinds of behind-the-scenes stuff. This Tuesday, we are recording our very first podcast. It's called, ready for it? Ready for it?
I know what it's called.
It's A Grim Life.
Oh, it's A Grim Life!
And the very first episode that we're going to do, we're going to cover all things about the Grim Life Collective, the origins, how it started, what we do, answer a bunch of different questions about our theme music, just kind of give you a background encyclopedia definition of what Grim Life is and why we do it and about us. So we're going to be filming it and recording it on Tuesday, and it should be up available on our Patreon. I think it's how we're going to do it for now. So bear with it.
Working out the kinks. Yeah. I want to answer really quickly. I saw a couple people ask how much the tier was that you need to join for the Postcard Club to get the custom postcard of us. Is the $10 tier, but we also do a $5 tier and a $3 tier where we send out horror themed postcards as well. Right. So if you want a postcard sent to you just with a little bit of writing from us and our signatures and all that stuff, you can do the $3 or $5. But if you want the custom personalized postcard that we send out based on our past videos, that is the $10 tier.
A couple more things in news before the movie starts.
Nerds.
And we're saving the big one for the very end. Kind of. We have a big piece of news coming up. The other day, last week, we were in Gainesville, Florida, about an hour and a half, 2 hours north of where we live. We filmed a new episode on the bats flying, and we have 3 other videos that we filmed that I'm currently editing. One of them is just finished today, and it is up. It's not public yet, but hopefully you guys are going to love it. I did a little thing on our social media about how we have quite a few true crime videos coming out. So either Sunday or Monday, there's a new true crime video coming up, and I'm hoping you guys are going to like it. But tomorrow, around 7 o'clock. Well, probably around 9 o'clock at night. Tomorrow at 9 o'clock at night. Eastern Standard Time, we have a really big announcement. So we're not. I don't think we're going to go live. Should we go live or should we record it and then put it up? We're going to record. We're recording something.
That's fine.
And our announcement tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be ready for it. It's Sunday. Big announcement. Life-changing announcement. And we want to share it with you tonight, but this is not the right setting for it.
A little bit of mystery. It would hijack tonight's hangouts. Mm-hmm. That's why we're not doing it tonight.
Breaking news from Grim Life Collective. There you go.
Breaking news.
Yes. So some of you who are in the chat tonight, I'm seeing some familiar names who are actually rather close to us that we talk to quite a bit. Do not say anything because some of you know what we're going to be talking about tomorrow night.
Oh.
But tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, huge announcement. And
Jeff, when you go, let us know if it's still there. Take a picture for us. That would be so cool. He's going to the Bonnie and Clyde site in October, and he's curious to see if our signatures are still there. They wear off pretty quickly because of the weather, but it'd be cool if it was still there. So,
that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
And I don't know if any of you guys have seen our video where we sold our soul to the devil.
Hello, Brazil.
We buried something in the crossroads. Whoever can find it, take a picture and send it to us. We'll send you something.
If we end up if our DNA ends up on like a crime scene, I'm gonna be like, look here, let me pull up a video for you real quick, so I can tell you why we didn't do it.
Yeah, we have video proof right here. We were nerds. We were stupid. All right. So 11:56. The movie for tonight. If you don't have it queued up already, don't watch it until midnight with the rest of us. Okay. The movie the link is pinned to the top of the chat, which I think is below for you guys, or it's off to the side or somewhere, but it's pinned, and it's also in the description of the video that you're watching now. So at midnight, we're going to do a quick little countdown, 3, 2, 1, hit play, and then we're going to watch it. We're going to have fun, talk about some stuff.
I have popcorn. I have little cakes. I have
running for president.
It says Lay's Stacks, but you know they're not really. They're the rip-off, the Lay's brand.
What if I accidentally drink this?
Oh my god, I can't think of what they're called.
What? It's a little bright. I'm sorry. Like almost like Pringles?
Pringles! Mm-hmm. It's a Lay's version of Pringles. They're called Stacks. Michael has his beer. We got some crab chips.
And Monday, we're doing, I think we're filming 4 or 5 new episodes in one day. Mm-hmm. We're doing some traveling. So like almost like a day and a half. A lot of true crime stuff coming. So be ready. Be ready. New videos are coming. Anything else?
We got 2 minutes to hash it out, whatever it is.
Well, let's see. My paws are off the play button. Don't be watching, right? So I'm getting used to like
grooming myself versus, I'm like, oh, look at this lighting.
Killing Spree Monday. What? Do the chips bite? I don't know. Hopefully somebody in the chat room has brought ginger snaps tonight.
Oh, Mr. Geek Me Out. I'm sorry to hear that, honey.
Oh, I'm so sorry, man.
Hearts go with you. Stooges!
What?
Elvis Stooges.
Elvis Stooges. Love the t-shirt.
Sometimes I call him Elvis. Sometimes I call him Stooges.
So a little bit of a little fun thing about Halloween Horror Nights 30. The very first year for Halloween Horror Nights was actually called Fright Nights. So how about that? This was for the anniversary. Honkity honkity honk honk beep beep. 11:59. Okay, guys.
But isn't this oh no, this is the one that you can buy in the store.
Yes.
Right? This is not the one that's a cast member shirt. That's only available to them.
And they have another we have more HHN videos that we're going to be filming and bringing to you guys.
Coming out with new stuff. So we were there, not opening day. I think we got there on the second day that they had opened. There's still a third room coming, which has not opened yet. So of course we're going to cover that when it does. But they've released new merchandise since last we went there. So, of course, I got to go buy some stuff because the lanyard is out. The masks are out. I think some new t-shirts possibly and or pins they sold out of before we got in there are back in stock. Yeah, so we have at least like a good 3 more Universal Studios videos coming.
And somebody said that the podcast will be good. We shall see. I'm actually really excited about doing it.
Me too.
So you guys ready? Get the movie set up. Get it ready. We're gonna do a quick countdown. 3, 2, 1. Hit play. When I do that, then we'll do it.
Hey.
Feel free to skip through any and every advertisement that you come across. This is available in 1080, so you can go ahead and adjust it accordingly. And you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Hit play.
Punch it, Rose. So, Amanda, we did.
Oh no! What happened?
Consider doing a Grim Life mask. I'm not really sure about doing that. I know a lot of companies are putting their names on stuff like that, and I don't know if I feel it's in poor taste or it's not in poor taste because honestly, I tried a lot of masks, and so far the masks at Universal Studios for me have been the most comfortable and the most breathable. I bought like 6 of them from Disney. I bought them from Target. I bought them from Walmart. I have the medical ones. And the quality so far and the material that they use at Universal Studios so far has been the most comfortable and breathable for me. And unless I could find masks that could be made out of that material, I probably wouldn't do them because it's not something that I personally would wear.
So if somebody asked about if we're going to put masks with our logo on it?
Yeah, someone was asking if we were going to make custom masks with our names.
So this is all new for us on our end with the new stuff that we have going on. So I do apologize if it gets a little loud. The microphone that we have, we upgraded to a what's called a Blue Yeti blackout. So it might pick up more than we want. And if so, let us know so we can adjust volume accordingly.
As always, just give us that feedback.
And if you get lost in the movie or if you wonder where we are, feel free to yell tramp stamp. And,
or timestamp.
Yeah, tramp stamp or timestamp.
It's become an inside joke that people yell out tramp stamp, which is fine because we think it's funny.
Somebody said that, like, watching the movie or hearing it on our end really helps them keep in line. So I think it's a little loud. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. I'm sorry, guys. Typically, I like really loud movies.
Which is normally fine if you're at home watching it yourself, but not when you have microphones on.
Yeah, it picks up things. It's a little hard for me to read the comments because I'm looking at the microphone. So Jessica is doing backup and pulling things. So
we might do something with like coffee mugs and such. We've seen these sites that do it, but basically it's a site that makes the products available for
it's all good,
like your fans and stuff like that or your followers, but there's no kickback to the creators. It basically goes all to this third company, which does not help support the channel. So, I mean, the whole point of us doing merchandise is for you guys to have things that you're happy to represent. And for it to help us keep the channel going, you know, because traveling, you know, and everything. And I am still looking into things that we can make outside of just t-shirts and stickers, but in the same sense, we are also going to have some more t-shirts and stickers coming out.
Right. If you follow us on social media, we did this little campaign on our boobies stickers. So those are going to be made.
Grim Life the cereal. I would totally do it.
What is it?
Grim Life the cereal.
Oh gosh.
If it was like a Beetlejuice cereal, yeah, I told. It would have to be like the girl glowing green hair because that's like a thing now.
Grim
It'd be
Life
an inside joke with Grim Up All Night.
Grim Life sweatpants. I mean, you never know. I mean,
booty shorts.
The booty shorts.
I would totally do that.
Well, like Jessica,
Grim Life.
Like Jessica was saying, like if you go and you watch Disney vlogger Tim Tracker or a couple other people who do vlogging, I don't like the word vlogging. I like when we talk about Grim Life, I always say our show or episodes.
Because vlogging means video blogging. We're not doing vlogs. We're doing episodes.
It's always like a little mixture of everything, but I consider it like a show. Yeah. A lot of people use a website called Spreadshirt, and at first it was kind of cool because you can go on there, you can get magnets, you can get sweatshirts, you can get all kinds of things made. But 95% of you pay goes to the company that's making it.
Right.
And then the creators of the videos, like us, we barely saw anything. And I'm not trying to say, hey,
we want
money, give us money or anything. But it really bothered us that somebody would spend $20 on a shirt or $25 on a shirt thinking that it was helping us, and it wasn't. So we just said, scrap that. So that's why our store is very minimal, I guess you would say, is because everything that we put in the store is things that we paid for. So
out of pocket.
All the shirts that you buy, we made. Well, we didn't make. We paid somebody to print them.
Right. We have a printing company.
We own like 50 shirts that are sitting in a box.
We have boxes of the sizes. So when you order from our website, I fulfill those orders personally. We have, all the merchandise that you can buy is sitting in our house. Whenever you buy something from us, or if anything is shipped from Grim Life Collective to you, it comes from me personally. I do all the shipping in the house. My hands have been all over it.
See, like, I really used to do a lot of like I need to get my hair cut, especially this thing back here, right? But like I used to really do
I do his hair too.
A pomp and put it on the side. I mean, I think about start doing it again. But the older I get, the more I'm like, man, I just want to be more comfortable and slick, But I always have a comb with me, like a pocket comb, and I like the idea of having, like, for the dudes or ladies, having a tramp stamp. For the dudes or for the ladies, having a comb that says Grim Life Collective on it. Oh, can you see it up there?
I did for a second, yeah. $5.45.
Yeah.
Ducktail.
Right? I don't know. I like that. I mean,
there's a whole bunch of stuff. At some point, I'll probably go ahead and do it. Yeah, my hopes and dreams are to do screen printing from home so that when you order a t-shirt or anything else that has our logo on it, I am personally physically making that. I have jewelry that's going to go up on the website that I've handmade myself. I really love just having my hands in it. I know a lot of people do stuff where they send things out and have that made, and that's fine. There's nothing against that at all. But I really enjoy like the physical part of making something and feeling like I kind of like put my elbow grease into our designs.
Are you doing the late
Yeah.
horror show?
Yeah.
3D printer. I mean, so I'm just owning the male pattern ball.
I wouldn't even know what you make with a 3D printer. I wouldn't even know what you do with a 3D printer.
I don't know. I would make 3 E's.
No, 3 Ds.
3 E's.
Okay.
I kind of want to tell them the news now.
Nope.
I want to let it spill and tell you guys what the big news is.
No, you made this a whole thing. You got to stick with it.
We were going to do it tonight. But then we're like, no. Because this is all about the watch party, right?
That'd be so cool if they did a Ginger Snaps Netflix series. But for me, honestly, I love these actresses. I mean, I can see them doing a series and doing it well, but sometimes getting supernatural creatures done right is hard. And I'm really picky about vampires and werewolves. Like, I am very picky about it.
Here's a crazy little tidbit of information about trivia about this movie. You ready for this? Who wants some trivia? Catherine Isabel and Emily Perkins. So, when they were casting for this movie, they were looking for these 2 girls for about 6 months, and they were unable to find anybody. Okay. Both Emily Perkins and Catherine Isabel showed up at the same time to read for this part, and they in the green room waiting to audition. They practiced lines with each other. They went in there and immediately they got the part. It turns out that not only do Catherine Isabel and Emily Perkins know each other from that day, but they went to the same school and they're from the same town. And you ready for this?
That's cool.
Both of them also were in Supernatural episodes. It's like the power of the two.
Yeah. I mean, on Netflix right now, The Order What's her name? Catherine
Isabel.
Yeah, I love her in that role. Actually, I love her. Period. And she kind of got typecast to more supernatural horror themed roles. The funny thing is that she's not like a devout horror fan. She's not. I mean, she likes it enough, but she's not like, "Oh, I'm a horror fan." Or specifically wants to play only those roles, but because she has played certain roles, she's kind of gotten typecast.
I started following her on Instagram because of this watch party. I'm sorry, I'm kicking the table. Look at that. I am so sorry. I'm trying to move my legs. I got my Beetlejuice pajamas on.
He's tall as hell.
Yeah. Timestamp. I'm not going to answer unless somebody said tramp stamp. 9:50. We're a little behind because our little thingamadoo glitched. So. Right? I'm like, look at this stupid thing, man. This is like, you know what? I'm just going to. No, look, I'm just going to mess it up. Because if I mess it up, then all of a sudden nobody's looking at the one thing. How's it? Look at now I look weird. Look, what the hell? I just made it worse.
You're making it blurry. Stop moving.
I'm going to do it slow. Or if I just look this way. I don't know. I could put on my hat. I'm not going to put on my hat. I just made it work. I just can't look that way. Look at it. Now I look like some sort of weird helmet. What are you doing?
I'm fixing it.
Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Okay. I have a question. Azozio. A-Z-O-Z-E-O.
Azozio.
Hopefully I'm saying that right. I'm probably butchering it, and I do apologize. That name, did we meet you at Hollywood Studios at the opening of
Victor? No.
Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway in line waiting really early in the morning?
I feel like,
are you the cosplayers?
I feel like we did meet him at some point because they're helping us pronounce the name.
Jessica cuts my hair. She's like,
I do.
She's amazing.
I cut it when he tells me he needs a cut. I don't police his head.
So, Mark, I wish, but no. Okay. So there's somebody that we follow on Instagram. It's a couple that do cosplay. And I thought that's what it was. It's okay. But you're still cool. Glad you're here. Shoot, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, the Suavecito. I used to use like Murray's and Suavecito.
Hey, Mark.
I still use Suavecito, but I made the change to water-based instead of oil because the oil was getting on everything. I take a shower, all the stuff comes out, put it in. It is what it is.
We are official on the Midnight Society as being the name. We are official on it.
I don't know. I kind of think I like the old camera and the old microphone better.
With the
I like the blurriness.
You don't like the HD?
I'm just kidding. I really dig this. So
we just gotta create something where you're not squishing your legs.
Yeah.
Because
too tall.
He's 6'2". 6'2". I'm 5'4". I'm slouching. He's slouching.
Marcy's Toy Channel. Hello. Glad you're here, Marcy.
He's slouching and I'm sitting upright. Okay. He's 6'2", and he's got his legs all like bunched up, and it's like someone stuck him in a clown car. It is a bit brighter. Yeah. So we are using a new laptop and a new light, a new webcam, a new microphone.
All thanks to you guys.
All thanks to you guys. 100%. We were able to do that because our
thank you, Amy.
Our last laptop pretty much died. And we were able to save up and get this one.
1320
contributions and tips, as it were. So now we're trying things out a little differently. We tried to upgrade the equipment to make the experience better for you guys who are watching. So just always let us know how it's going. You know,
the shirt's a little big for me.
It's okay to say you don't like something, or if you do.
So I'm gonna give you guys a little hint, a little tidbit of something here. I like dropping little funky things. Like the other day, you ready for this? I'm not gonna tell you guys this, but if you're I'm tripping. Okay, I'm sorry.
13:55.
It's the booze. If you are a Grim Up All Night regular, Michelle, thank you.
Y'all's been adopted. You're a part of the Midnight Society, officially.
I like leaving little tidbits of information everywhere. Sometimes they're big little like booms.
Thank you,
Lawson, thank you. Binge Summer, You're Afraid of the Dark some weekend.
We've
been
there's like a
planning
3-part Nickelodeon. The Nickelodeon channel made a 3-part series of
Thank you, John.
Are You Afraid in the Dark, like as movies, and it was great. I thought they did a great job.
1440.
Awesome, John.
Oh yeah, we got snacks. I forgot the little tidbit information. Oh yeah.
6'4",
somebody Mark Mazzella, greetings from Flagstaff. Prescott here. But somebody before that also said,
Tall Man Troubles.
Michael K says, greetings and salutations from Flagstaff, Arizona. You know what I say? Especially when I'm out in public and people are unexpected. I say greetings and scareyutations.
Scareyutations. So Macy's Toy Channel. There's 2 ways that you can, 3 ways that you can contribute if you want to donate. You can use the feature here on YouTube. There's a little cash symbol off in the corner of your live chat. I forget what they call it here.
Super chat.
But you can also, in the description of this video, there is a link to our PayPal. You can also tip or contribute via PayPal, or you can join our Patreon. And that's like a monthly subscription from $1 to $10. Thank you, Jetson. Hopefully that made sense. I know sometimes I ramble a little bit.
Charm, thank you.
Clear. So on all of our social media, I have what would normally be a link tree, but link tree was not working for us. So I had to open one called Campsite. Same thing. And all of our links are now under one link.
You know, she's wearing a wig.
Which one?
Captain Isabel.
Why?
I don't know.
Probably because she's supposed to have long hair and doesn't.
I think it's her. Or is it Emily Perkins?
Good night, Jeff.
I don't know. One of them's wearing a wig.
You are lit.
I'm not lit.
You're lit.
I'm 2 beers in. Yeah.
Only you have one, so that's you as lit, and we're just starting.
I ain't lit.
Happy
Can I
early
just
birthday,
put a
Kyle.
cash in your Krampusnacht card?
Krampus.
You can do anything you
Yes,
want,
you
Aaron.
can. You can absolutely put cash in our Krampusnacht.
Kyle's birthday is coming up.
I just said happy birthday.
I'm just letting you know. Rabid monkeys.
God. Tramp stamp. 1715. Yeah, he's lit. He's a little lit.
Who said that? I ain't little lit, Michelle. All right, so
happy early birthday to Macy too.
I'm gonna let it slip.
No.
All right, guys. Here's the big secret. You got early access because tomorrow at 9. Huh?
You're terrible at this.
I am now going to tell you. I'm going to eat some crab chips.
Oh, thank you, Mark. That's awesome.
Brought to you by Suzanne.
Try not to
in
be
Maryland.
too crinkly with it because you are right up on the microphone. Okay, no. I like ASMR, and even I don't fall for that.
We should have put them in a bowl.
I have a bowl. You can put them on top of the popcorn.
ASMR.
I still plan on doing that too, by the way, doing the ASMR.
Well, here's the thing. I really want to tell you guys, because it's a big deal.
You made it such a big deal not to do it tonight.
Right?
So, you know what? Whatever you tell me has to go.
So, nope, tomorrow at 9 p.m. Tomorrow at 9 p.m.
I'm going to try maybe.
Somebody just asked about your dope-ass dresses.
That is salty. But I can taste the crab. Sort of.
Yeah.
It's more like the seasoning. That was salty. It really depends on where I get my dresses. Scott! Hi, Scott!
Wait, Scott's here? Oh, man.
I got stuff in my teeth. I am not pregnant. Guys, okay. I am not pregnant. Thank you. I know a couple of times we get asked about us having little babies and things like that. And I don't say this to bring the chat down, but I am incapable of having children, so there are not going to be any little gremlins in our future.
You ready for this?
I am 100% not pregnant.
Incapable. And I had a vasectomy like 15 years ago.
Well, there's also that, yeah. But
so it ain't happening.
Even if we wanted to, I can't. I'm medically, I can't have kids, so. That's not it, I promise. So depends on going back to dresses. I get my clothing from a lot of different places, and if it's a dress, it really depends on which one you're talking about, because chances are it's from a thrift store or it's from a specific company, and I wear a handful of companies. So you'd have to like point one out, because I don't know.
Well, you got a relatively new dress. Tell them about your latest dress.
From Disney?
Mm-hmm.
I got a dress from Disney.
Mm-hmm. What is it?
There you go.
What kind of dress? What's the print?
It's Maleficent, actually. Mm-hmm. It's color. It's not black.
Do you guys want to see the? You want to? All right.
Oh, thanks for stopping in, Charles. We appreciate it.
Okay, so Scott, welcome, Scott.
The spiderweb one. That is from Pinup Girl Clothing. I don't believe that is available anymore. A lot of the stuff I wear is only it's like limited release, because a lot of these companies come out with Halloween lines and then you can't get it for the rest of the year. So I got that one last year from Pinup Girl Clothing. I don't think they have it again this year. Monday, we're going to be heading down to safely. We're going to be safe, keeping our distance. But we're going to be heading down to the Fort Lauderdale and Miami area to film some new episodes, keeping our distance and staying away from people. Always.
Masks and gloves and hand sanitizer and soap. But we're going to be heading down to Fort Lauderdale and Miami to film. And you know what, guys? You are going to get a little sneak peek of this. I can't believe I own it because I wear all black. But I think it's about time that I wear the most colorful thing you've ever seen in your entire life.
He wanted this so badly, though.
Right, hold on.
Okay.
Oh, God. Okay. So, you saw it. I love the Haunted Mansion. I love Disney. The Haunted Mansion.
Also love
an artist by the name of Shag. And Shag has teamed up with Walt Disney, or Disney, the company, and the Haunted Mansion in the past, as well as for Pirates of the Caribbean, and made a shirt. And I didn't get it last time. This time, however, this print, I was able to get the shirt. And wait till you get a load of this, and I'm going to wear it. Look at this thing. It's blue.
I like the one from last year a little better. I think it was purple. It's not that the color. I like this color and everything. I think it goes really well. But I think the drawing style better last year.
It's amazing. I love this thing. So.
Oh, congratulations,
people are gonna look at me.
John.
It's insane. I'm going to put it back.
Oh, the 80s, 90s Miami Vice looking shirt that Hopper wears in season 3. You're saying you should get that one.
Which one is it?
The shirt that Hopper wears in season 3.
Oh my God.
Stranger Things. Everybody loved that shirt. That thing sold out within minutes, seconds. Even.
Darn right, Aaron. It is loud as fuck. And I'm going to be wearing it. And it's going to be forever online, me and this damn shirt. So. And I don't know. I always wear black. So this is relatively new. It's all colorful.
I feel like because I always scrunch up in these tiny little balls that like you kind of get sad that you can't, so you try. And I'm like watching you trying to bend yourself, and I'm like, that looks painful to me.
Ouch! Thank you, Andy. I got the little burps.
Oh, that's right. Michelle, happy anniversary. I saw that earlier, and I didn't get to give you a shout out because we weren't both in the room just yet. Today is her 33rd wedding anniversary. That is amazing.
That is crazy cool.
That is really like a milestone. 33. I was 5 when you guys got married.
I feel like I should, like at this point, Scott, I should know this, but are you traveling or are you home?
I know. I feel like you should know that too.
Like, there should be a website. You know how, like, for the dollar bill, it says where's George.com? It should be like where's Scott.com.
Just something where we can check in to see where he's at, like, at all times. I want those chips.
These ones? Go ahead.
These are like the only ones I eat. They used to have them as Pringles, but they don't carry the flavor anymore. It's potato skins. They used to have one that was a big potato, and I loved it so much.
Are there 2 people in this movie that were also in Final Destination movies?
Was he in Final Destination?
Yeah, he was in like the 3rd one, I think it was. I'm adjusting all kinds of things.
It's going to be like Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, but Where in the World is Scott.
Right. Do you think if they ever made a robot out of Scott, they would call it the Scott bot?
Made a robot out of him?
Or made a robot resembling Scott, like Skynet? So how loud is this microphone really? Is it too loud? Can it be louder? Can it be
am I chewing
clearer?
Your face off? Like, is this way too loud for you?
Can it be clearer? Is it too clear? Does it sound hollow? Oh yeah, we gotta try these chocolate covered chips. Dana Scully, thank you. I think let's see, we're gonna tramp stamp this one. It's $25.55. I'm gonna say
that's fine. That's awesome.
Cool. This is the same kind of setup. The reason why I ask, one, we want to provide you guys with the best show that we can, but this is also going to be roughly the same setup that we're going to do our podcast with. So the voice that you hear,
the lights are out. We have a little light over there just to help keep the camera in focus, but it's not even turned towards us. It's just this as a new camera, and it's just like.
Scott says for some reason the setup looks rather clear. I don't know. Yeah. I licked it and I sticked it. Wait. I should not say it like that. Yes, Michelle. Tuesday, we are recording our very first podcast. Still trying to figure out how we've been doing all kinds of different things, like how we're going to house it, the things we're going to talk about. We have our first podcast fleshed out. We're just going to record it and then provide it for you guys and then go from there. And hopefully it grows into something a little strange, just another little facet or another little thing of the Grim Life Collective, because we are a video platform, right?
You know, I tuned out there for a second.
It's
I don't
okay.
know what you're talking about.
But there's a lot of people who can't watch our videos all the time.
Right.
You know, whether you're traveling like Scott or you're at work and you just put headphones in. Now you can listen to us ramble about weird things like murder and death and I told you it's amazing, Scott. And this isn't even the brightest light to make it clear. The brighter it is, the clearer it gets. Continue.
I feel like I'm being too loud because I'm so close to the microphone.
Will you talk more about our music tastes on the podcast? Well, Michelle, every Tuesday, can't wait. So we're going to record it. Probably, we're still working out the kinks. We're going to record it and then probably upload it. I don't know.
We haven't decided.
We're still working on it.
We've noticed that a lot of people who have a Patreon account do exclusive podcasts for Patreon members only. Mm-hmm. And we've considered that because you can join, it's only $1 a month at the lowest tier. So for $1 a month, you could get everything that we put out content-wise, which is behind the scenes videos and photos, polls. You know, we're going to start asking you guys questions where your answers may influence our decisions. So we're considering doing the podcast as a Patreons only. but we're not solid about that decision yet.
Right. Oh, yeah. So Scott, if you just saw it, Scott just said that the new video is fucking awesome, guys. We gave Scott a little sneak peek of the new video that's going to be coming out on Monday.
Did?
I did. I sent him the link. I was like, hey, man.
I never know these things.
Well, Scott he loves true crime just as much as we do.
Yeah.
And he loves horror just about as much as we do, and you guys. And I reached out to Scott, and I was like, hey, man.
Awesome. Thank you, Davina.
Do you want a sneak peek of what's to come? And he liked it, obviously.
Yeah.
But so you got the seal of approval.
To answer Kyle,
it's coming.
He's wondering where you got your shirt from, and it is available. Well, we got it at the tribute store at Universal Studios Orlando, but I don't think they're in stock anymore on the website. But they do have a Universal Studios say that name. Say that word. Halloween Horror Nights.
Halloween Horror Nights.
I couldn't get it out. I kept telling, there I go again. And I haven't had anything to drink. I'm sober. Universal Studios Orlando has an official Halloween Horror Nights merchandise website. And they were available on there. But last time I checked, they were sold out for this specific design, because this is like the t-shirt to have this year that everyone is going for. So we were really lucky. I actually, when we went to get this, they were sold out. They had 2 t-shirts of it left. So I got a 3X to be like one of my night shirts.
Look,
so I like
Florida man.
Really big. And literally we were walking out, and I happened to look over, and I saw a lady with 2 of these shirts in her hands about to restock it, and it looked like it could be his size. So I was like, go talk to that lady. I just pointed and I yelled at him. I said, go. And we were lucky we were able to get one in his size.
If you guys follow us on social media, you may have seen a couple of days ago, I posted a photo of a really quaint little bungalow with like a...
Oh, yeah.
What do you call it? Not a Ferris wheel. A windmill in front of it. And I said, hey, we were filming at this location and somebody asked us to leave. Well, they demanded that we left. And
we weren't asked to do nothing.
Or they were going to call the police.
Yeah.
If you saw that, the video that's coming on
I wish I'd recorded that.
Monday
I do.
Is that video. And we talk about that in that video. So be prepared. It's a pretty
we weren't
ugly, gruesome kind of thing. And we were being as respectful as we always are, very nice. Considering.
Yeah.
I mean, we say that we're being respectful, but at the same exact... I mean, all right, so...
They didn't want us on the property. Technically, it was private property, but there was a like a manager building or whatever, and they had a number on the door. So obviously, you have to park in the parking lot there and go up to the door to get the number to ask if you can film here on site. And that's literally what we were doing. And the lady just right off the bat was aggressive. She was nasty, claimed to be the owner. And we're like, oh, okay, because that's literally who we're calling right now to see if we can talk to y'all, you know. And she was just nasty from the get-go. I mean, practically the second word out of her mouth was police. Well, like, you know, she was so quick to push that out.
This should give you some insight into the video. Now, keep in mind, Florida has, I wouldn't say produced, but everybody knows the name Eileen Wuornos. Everybody knows the name Ted Bundy. Both of them were captured and executed here in Florida. The house that we went to, the duplex that we went to, that we were pointing our camera at, in my opinion, is probably one of the most gruesomest, goriest, most fucked up murder scenes in Florida history.
Oh, in Florida history.
In Florida history.
Well, wasn't Ted Bundy technically in Florida?
Well, I mean, he's been killing all over the place. Like
right, but the worst, one that we went to.
Yeah, with like Kimberly Leach and stuff like that. But like, all right, so the fact that Ted Bundy killed a 12-year-old girl and the things that he did to her is really fucked up.
Right.
But nothing paints a picture quite
like what you told me.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. And we were standing there pointing our camera at it, and the neighbors were like, hell fucking no. Get off this property. So that's the video.
Yeah. I'll say this as like a little not a spoiler, but hinting at the thing that I was like, oh, that thing you think, yeah, was that this guy liked to manipulate the corpses. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Which could be anybody.
Well, like, I talk about this a little bit in the video, just briefly, because imagine if you were to take. It's disgusting, but at the same time,
are you gonna like describe the scene?
No, I'm not gonna describe the scene because I describe it in the video. The video describes it.
Yeah,
it's disgusting, but at the same exact time, it's creative. And I say that lightheartedly. Like, imagine like
the fact that he thought that out as like creating, so to speak, a final scene. He had in mind what he wanted you to see when you entered the room.
To the T. It's like take the most effed up scene from the TV show Dexter and mix it with the most effed up scene of Hannibal and put it in this one room. That's what we were covering. Crazy, right?
Do you see what Jim Jones just said?
No.
My foreman worked with the Green River Killer for a while in Seattle when he was an industrial painter. When a sketch went out, the crew would tease him and call him Green River Gary.
Oh my God.
That's crazy. Because you don't want to believe the people who are closest to you, even your coworkers, are going to be that person. So like, even if a sketch came out and my neighbor looked just like that sketch, I'd be like, well, that's terribly coincidental because a lot of people do tend to look like each other sometimes, you know? And I probably wouldn't think that would be my neighbor. You know, like somebody that I know that I feel I get vibes off of, right? That's creepy. That is really creepy.
Oh, excuse me.
Even if you get it right, we're not going to tell you that you got it right, just so you know. So you can keep guessing if you like, but we're not going to confirm.
So look at that. We have a very controversial video coming on Monday.
My uncle worked with BTK, dude.
Tomorrow, Sunday, we have a really big announcement. Tomorrow night at 9:00, we have a big announcement. And Monday, we have a new video. And we're also going to be filming new videos. So we're pretty active. With everything that's going on, we're being safe, we're being smart during this pandemic.
Yum.
Still trying to bring you guys the best quality we can. So, because we love you guys. We love doing what we do, and we want to do it. So, just being smart.
Love you.
Love you. Wait, no, you got to do the corn on the cob.
No. I only did that for Taco Bella.
Jinkies, I love mystery.
And then you picked on it too much, and now I don't do it. You ruined it.
We have quite an array. So like right now in the canon, I guess you would say in the canon, right? Like up on deck. I'm sorry, I hit the thing. Edited video, and now I'm editing. Let's see, two new videos that aren't really true crime. They're more like historical piece documentaries. So we got true crime on Monday.
I might look into it, Lone Wolf.
And then we have these historical documentaries about people. Somebody in specific that we figured was very grim life related. And then we have I got some fun stuff planned that you don't even know about. Yeah.
That was probably
things up my sleeve.
Okay, so he'll like fill me in on some things, you know, but like
let me know about that, Scott, because I'll trade you.
There's often so much that I don't know. And then like he'll start telling me about something and I'll assume that I've already heard this, so I kind of don't pay attention or listen. And that's like the story of my life. So he'll be like, okay, you ready to go filming tomorrow? And I'm like, no, where are we going?
Oh, I want to show you guys something. Hold on. Keep them entertained.
Oh, timestamp. Timestamp. Yeah, I am at 38 minutes and 30 seconds so far. And I have no idea what he's going to come back and show you guys. So we're often in the same boat. We are often in the same boat. Hey, bird dog.
That was tough.
Oh. No worries. Right. Welcome.
Okay,
you
guys.
You can join anytime.
So, Scott, I was telling you about this. I was telling Scott about this because people
clowns corn from last year. Corn.
People collect the strangest things. Okay, some people collect baseball cards. Some people collect porcelain bunny rabbits or penguins. I collect
oil those hinges.
Right?
I plan on it.
Yeah. So I collect grave dirt. Now, if you've watched our show, and you may have known this, if not, welcome to the world of my grave dirt collection. This box right here is only a small portion of it.
Yes, and that is correct. That is correct.
I don't even know what's inside this box, to be honest.
It would be stuff from this past year.
So let's see who we got.
Some older stuff too.
So bear with me, a little bit of show and tell.
Radioactive water.
Yes.
I know
it just looks like regular water.
But it's not.
But we did a video on the radioactive fountain of youth.
Let's see if it glows.
No.
A little bit. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Don't want to drink this water. This is from a water fountain in Punta Gorda, Florida, that has radioactive qualities or elements to it. Doesn't have a label on it yet.
We don't, Edward. No.
If you can read that. Buried in Jacksonville, Florida, is Alice Nunn, who played Large Marge in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. This is dirt from her gravesite. Who else we got?
I don't know what that actually means, but no, it's not Punta.
Punta Gorda.
No, I know Punta Gorda is a name, but I don't think it means.
This is
translations.
You can't really read that well, and I'm sorry. It's the dirt from where Bonnie and Clyde were gunned down. This is right near where they died. So very cool.
She's vomiting on scene.
Relatively new, recent one. This is from the video that we did with Leonard Skinner about Leonard Skinner. This is where the Hell House was, where they would often practice and write a lot of their songs out in the middle of Florida. Yeah, weird stuff.
No grave dirt accidents where we have fingers in them. So we call it grave dirt, but this is not fresh dirt from around their coffin or anything like that. We don't dig
from Robert Johnson.
We're very respectful when we gather this. We, I mean, it's kind of really just a little bit of topsoil, to be honest with you.
So basically, like around the tombstone, with my hands, I just scrape up some dirt and I put it in a baggie and I mark it.
We don't,
and then I come back.
We don't dig. We don't manipulate the ground or anything. We don't disturb the ground or the grave.
Right.
Usually the dirt, like that's up against like the actual headstone, is always loose. So.
This is dirt from the cemetery where Lucio Fulci filmed City of the Living Dead just outside of Savannah, Georgia.
Isn't that like red clay?
I mean, it's powder now.
Yeah.
But this is probably the biggest dirt collection that we have. So, City of the Living Dead. That's what this is from.
Bad booty indeed.
This is one of my favorite ones. I love John Carpenter, his movies, and Christine.
People were asking about that, actually.
So we did a video on the Christine movie car, and a friend of ours, it was in his shop.
No drill bits, no.
And they were restoring it, and we went there, and we were just so happened to be there filming whenever they were draining the transmission. So this is, can't really see it that well, can you? Christine's transmission fluid, which is actually red,
like
from
blood.
The movie car. Yeah.
From the film used car.
Right. So this is Christine's blood from Stephen King's movie Christine.
Oh, that's pretty cool, Adrian.
What else we got? This is only a small bit of it.
This is, we have some on our shelves that are probably being blocked because of movies and other collectibles.
Yeah.
But we have a lot. We haven't got a box somewhere.
This is
Oh yeah, cotton.
So when we were doing the Robert Johnson, we did a video on where we sold our soul to the devil, and the backwoods of the Robert Johnson gravesite and stuff like that. We were driving down the Blues Trail through Mississippi, and there was all these cotton balls flying, like, rolling across the road. So we stopped and picked up some. So here's actual cotton from the Blues Trail that was just randomly on the side of the road. There was a whole bunch of it. We just grabbed a handful. So I collect the weirdest things. Little show.
I love this. I forget what she says, and I can't really hear it from here, but like, I've never seen somebody thrash around so much getting their belly button pierced. If you did, you'd probably get kicked out of the parlor.
Oh, my jars are designated piss jugs. That's a bad thing.
Lone Wolf, look here. I will gladly accept that.
The Alyssa Milano one?
I love her. She's
so,
awesome.
At some point, my plan is this, to have shelves in a room and have these little...
Vials? Jars.
No, little picture frames with the people whose grave dirt it's from next to it, almost like a memory thing. But yeah.
No.
What's that?
I forgot about this.
Oh, the tail.
Tail. Like, why do they even still go to school? Like, why don't you just start skipping and stuff like that? Why do you even bother going?
You're right, Jim Jones. I need George Romero's. Everybody that we go to. Oh, the most recent one that we got, believe it or not.
Bill Daphne.
We were filming.
Oh, thank you, Scott.
Mr. Scott. Thank you, sir.
Oh, my back. Oh, my back. Oh,
from all of you, Scott and Jim and Mark and Lindsay and Kyle, Michael, from all of you guys, we love you all. The most recent grave dirt that we got, and this is still in the car, it is still in the car, was
a burp.
We visited the grave of killer Otis Toole, who you may know. Very odd looking dude, but he's credited for the death of Adam Walsh, John Walsh's son from America's Most Wanted. So he's the newest one to our collection. Yeah. Weird, right? I don't know how it all began. You want to know what the very first?
I don't know if it's the first one, but is it the brick?
No, the very first addition to the collection was cemetery dirt from the original Sleepy Hollow Cemetery, the old Dutch burying ground. That's what started it all.
I bet you it's magics. I'm dancing. I said I should dance. That was great.
Okay, we gotta try these burger cookies.
I'm not a big sweets person.
I don't know, man.
I'll have a bite of your cookie because those are big cookies. They're like really fat, like little cake cookies.
With the crab chips, she sent these burger cookies, and I don't really know exactly what they are.
Hey,
Dana Scully, have you seen the 6-part documentary about Michael McNamara and Golden State? No, I have not. We'll look for it though. If you can do me a favor, Dana, go to grimlifecollective.com, which is our website, and there's a contact page. Can you please email that to me? Email me that information because I really would like to check that out, please.
I could just take a screen capture of it. Ding. Oh, damn it. I failed.
Mark Kirkman, tip 666. I love it, buddy. Just for some support to the channel. Even just being here is more than you can ever imagine, Mark. So thank you. I like the whole tip 666 thing.
Yeah, I do too. It puts the fun in the.
Well, they look like little burger cookies. They look like little burgers.
Like
it's like a burnt burger. But you know those Milano cookies that you can get that are like very fancy? They're like oval.
That looks like fudge.
That's what they. Oh,
it looks like it's dipped in fudge.
It smells like it.
That is straight up slathered in fudge.
That's like, cookie.
Yeah. And fudge.
And fudge.
And fudge.
Wow.
That's a lot of chocolate. I don't like chocolate. So I'm just gonna let that stay with you.
This is intense, man. Again, thank you, Suzanne from Baltimore.
We're known for our fudge in St. Louis too, actually.
Not saying you have to, but if you live in a part of the world where you have some sort of snack or dessert that is non-perishable, that you think is very unique to your area, let us know. Send it to our P.O. box. Not poison. Don't do that.
Thanks for joining us, John.
And we may bring it on air and talk about it in all its weird glory. The first one we did was from where? Scotland.
Scotland, yeah.
And then these are from Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah.
Crab
chips.
Crab potato chips.
They're actually not
burger
that bad.
Cookies.
They're just really salty. So it's kind of like, it reminds me of, so I grew up in an Irish family. My great grandmother came over on the boat from
John.
Ireland, and a common snack for us was raw potatoes, which I still eat, which are really, really good. But you would cut them into like wafers or sticks, like you do vegetable sticks, and then you would either dip them or sprinkle them with seasoning salt. And that's what those potatoes remind me of. It tastes like seasoning salt, because a lot of people put just straight seasoning salt on their crab, so that makes sense.
In Pittsburgh, growing up in Pittsburgh, stuffed peppers, chipped ham, and pierogies were really big growing up for me and my family.
Yeah. Don't send us food you have to cook, obviously.
Yeah. But like little movie time snacks.
I love raw potatoes, actually. It's it's like a stigma. People think that you can't eat a raw potato. It's a root, just like a carrot. You know, you can very much eat raw potatoes.
I wonder how they got the name
yummy.
Burger Cookies. Let's look it up.
It's the company.
But like, why?
It's like a family name. There's probably the Burger family.
Baltimore, Maryland. Burger Cookies. If you like fudge, you want Burger Cookies. Let me tell you, Burger Cookies.
Oh, thank you. Vincent Prince is right.
Burger Cookies are a kind of cookie made and distributed by De Beaufort Bakeries. They are topped with a thick layer of chocolate fudge that derives from a German recipe and are a cultural icon of Baltimore.
That's cool.
That's really cool. They look a little weird, but they taste pretty darn good.
Monty Wonky. That sounds fun to say.
What's that?
Monty Wonky.
I really hope, Suzanne, you're watching this, or you're going to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
I wish there was a really good way of like getting a hold of you.
And there is hot sauce,
thank you.
but I'm not going to eat the hot sauce.
I like hot sauce.
Michael loves spicy food, so that works for him really well. You know what? I go through
Star Trek people like that shit.
periods where I do and don't like chocolate. Right now,
Vincent
I'm not
Price is
on
right.
chocolate.
For 17 Saturday nights together. I'm sorry, I was locked into I was burger talking.
You were chocolatiering that, man.
I was chocolatier. I was like Willy Wonka of the Baltimore weird burger cookies.
Macy's, you can use the super chat to donate or tip if you want. That is in your live chat feed. Down in the bottom of the right hand corner, there's a little $sign. You can use that. It'll ask you for payment information if you want to donate, or you can look at the detail information for this video, and our PayPal link will be there. You can tip or donate that way too, or you can join our Patreon, which is the lowest is $1 a month. Hey, Sister Discordia.
So, Kyle Sharp, I'm trying to get you guys a coffin chair done.
I love American Wolf in London.
So, Kyle, are you're making a coffin chair? Am I reading that correctly? I mean, that's impressive. It's crazy. I
don't remember if it was Kyle who said it, but we were talking about coffin furniture, and someone was like, "How tall are you? I'm going to make you one." And we're like, I can't even imagine like shipping something like that. No. But if you're making something, that is super cool.
Susie, yes, that's you, right? Susie Boost 79H. Is that you? Wait, I think so. I think you even said it in the actual the note.
Oh, right there. Let me see. That's not the right one.
Not the right one. Yep, that's her. Excellent. Thank you for turning us on to a Baltimore tradition the burger cookies.
You have
I
really
dig it.
pretty penmanship, by the way.
Yes. So I dig it.
I like your
I thank you. She's not a big fan of chocolate. I'm a fan of chocolate.
No, it smells great. It smells delicious. Give me like another week and I'll be all about the chocolate.
Like whenever I first saw it, I thought it was like, all right, they're cookies that are meant to look like a burger. Is that what it's supposed to be like?
No, that's not what they're supposed to look like. They were saying the crab chips are made with Old Bay. That's why I thought seasoning salt. So it's Old Bay. Old Bay is the crab seasoning salt that you would make your fried crab with, or any seafood really. Gimme. Yeah.
So I'm not allergic to anything. I don't think you're really allergic to anything food wise.
No.
And
yeah, that's cool.
I mean, you guys don't have to ever send anything. You really don't. But if you did, this is what happens. We just talk about you in weird kind of ways. Because usually we just have our own snacks, but then we're like,
yes, we got the hot sauce as well.
There's people from all over the world.
We did get that too, but we haven't been able to test that out yet.
Okay. Eggs and macaroni and cheese.
Hey, Jujubes. Ooh. We are on 55 minutes and 5 seconds. Actually, sending potato chips is kind of perfect because I am, as you can imagine from me talking about eating raw potatoes, I'm a huge potato nerd.
I'm sewing. Wait, Mark's Twitch out. I'm sewing an L-fat Kyle, but how tall are you? Are you asking how tall I am? Or are you talking about Kyle?
I love you, Scott. I love you so much.
Scott, out.
Whenever he says stuff like that, I just imagine her kind of like
I didn't even
drive-bying with her boobs, like just, you know, flashing him and like walking by and being like, chase me, fucker. We don't have the HBO. I should probably wait. We haven't seen it, but I'm sure we could find it.
The internet is a wonderful thing.
Now I have chips stuck in my teeth. Worth it.
Here.
No thanks. I'm just gonna sit here and eat
Go, Scott. Go, Scott.
Blood Quantum? I don't think I've heard of that one. Michael is 6'2".
Yes. We just got done watching the first season of The Boys. We finally finished The Boys. We're excited about season 2. So if you haven't watched that, watch it.
So we talked about we talked about that on the last episode. Last week we did talk about The Boys. And,
it seems like so long ago.
I couldn't remember the actor's name. It's Carl something. And yeah, I'm so here for that show. I think it's my favorite show right now. It's really that good.
Yes.
It really is.
I love the graphic novels of The Boys, and the movie or the TV show is 1,000 times better than I ever imagined it would be. So watch it.
Carl Urban, yeah. I love everything he does. He doesn't ever disappoint, ever. And I didn't grow up on the graphic novel of that one, but I love the show.
Is this pre-movie?
This is
or
during
after?
movie.
Yeah, during the movie, Eldon B. So the link to the movie, if you're just joining us and wondering where the watch party is, because some people afterwards are like, this is stupid. There's no movie. Well, there is. It's pinned in the chat, to the top of the chat or in the description. So you can watch us and hang out with us, or you can watch the movie, or you can do both. You can do whatever you want. We're just here for you guys. Provide the movie for you guys and have some fun.
Oh, thank you, John.
What's up?
Sorry, I didn't see it. Oh, that's right. He bought some stickers.
Yes. So we'll get them out to you. Let's see. So today is Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, it'll be Monday.
So Sunday, Monday. Monday or Tuesday, they'll be gotten out. We're pretty good at turnaround time because we have everything here in-house. So that's why. Another good thing, if you order something from a printer website, you never know when you're going to get it. We send it out usually the very next day after the order comes in. So.
The only thing, well, sometimes, usually. Not if we're traveling, obviously. And we're pretty upfront if we're waiting for something to come in the mail, if we have a shipment coming in. But the only thing that sometimes gets delayed is the postcards because those we do order, and bless them, I do like where we get them from, but they're not the best at tracking it.
So here's the thing about the postcards. If you join our Patreon club, and I don't want to keep beating a dead horse, if you join our Patreon club for $1 a month, you get different benefits, and we're getting better and creating more benefits for you guys as days come, including our podcast that's going to be starting next week. But you can get custom postcards. Now, the custom postcards, I can't really order them until the 1st of every month.
Right, because we need to know how many.
Yeah. So, and it's always changing. Sometimes we get more patrons one month. Sometimes they go down. Sometimes they go up. So we always wait till the 1st, and then we order them. It takes about a week.
Oh, and it's not limited to just the United States.
Correct. Anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world, yeah.
So usually membership fees would be taken out. Like they're on the 1st of the month, the first week. And then by the 2nd week, they go out. And then you should get the postcards about middle of the week. Middle of the month, I'm sorry.
That's about average, I think, yeah.
Good night, Amy.
Especially with the postal system right
good
now.
Night, Nicholas.
Who's going to bed? Amy's going to bed.
Amy, good night, Amy.
Hey, Brandon.
Yeah, Mark, you've got quite a collection. Now, all right, so Jamie and up in Massachusetts. So the United States Postal Office and the Postal Office, postcards are weird.
Oh, that got a little hot.
Like whenever we send out a postcard, we write on the back of them something, kooky. Usually it's me writing it in this weird kind of script, kind of serial killer writing. And,
he has serial killer handwriting, 100%.
But once they leave us, they're unprotected. So Jamie and Laura up in Massachusetts, they got a postcard and they sent a picture of it to me. Like the stamps that they put on it, like smeared and it like ruined the postcard. So this last one that went out, it kind of got ruined.
Oh, yeah. So they stamp. It used to be a sticker. For the postage, it used to be a sticker that went across the bottom, and now they're doing a ink stamp. And because I'm sure it goes through some sort of sorting machine where everything's about that size, stamps, postcards and mail. We usually have a glossy finish on our postcards, but I have a feeling that if we had matte finish, it would probably do the same thing.
Well, there's been a few times where we have ordered postcards and then we got them and they were crap. So we were pretty good at letting people know through Patreon that, hey, we had to order them again. But for the most part, it's been pretty easy getting these out to you guys.
I got stuff all up in my teeth.
Like right now, to give you guys an idea, we finally hit 50 people. So we have 50 patrons. I'm sorry, 51 who are donating either $1 or more towards the show, and every cent of it comes in goes to perks for you guys, as well as gas and
upkeep,
travel, and electronics, new equipment.
Tolls.
It all goes towards the Grim Life Collective. So you guys are in good hands. We try to, at least.
I look funny when I crack my back.
Maven of the Van Tide. She makes vampire reviews. No, Brandon, I do not know that one. Check it out, though.
Cat. That is a good long life for a cat. 19 years.
Hair God 1234. Welcome. You are a Grim Up All Night virgin.
Hee.
Very rare. Not really.
No, we get a few. We get a few newbies, as it were. The thing that I love so much about it is there become like inside jokes from like almost every episode we've done. I think we birthed an inside joke, and then you guys troll us with them, and it's great.
Right? TTFN.
TTFN is an old one. I think that was like our 3rd episode in or something like that, or at least it feels like it's that old.
Oh, man. So TX Monkey King, you ask, what do you all do for a living? Well, Tuesday, we're filming our very first podcast, and we're going to be talking. That's one of the talking points that we're going to be talking about. So stay tuned and look out for that podcast. So glad I'm going to see you guys live. First time in months. Welcome, Daniel Shaw. I know your name. Thank you for being here.
Oh, she was heartbroken.
Wait, you said I have serial killer eyes?
He has really pretty hazel eyes. He's also blind as a bat.
I am blind as a bat.
Well, welcome, Robert.
All right, so you guys may have noticed that, well,
we will probably eventually, yes, have our podcast made into a sticker, yeah. We have new designs coming. I swear we do.
Thank you, Dana.
But we are still also working a full-time job. We can't tell you what we do because...
So Dana made 52. You're the 52nd Patreon, Dana.
Not exactly had stalkers come to our residences of employment, but that would really cause a problem if people would just start showing up, so we can't let you guys know. So keep in mind, like, we don't have a lot. We're not just like sitting in the house all day long, and plus any days that are off, we're usually in the car driving and filming new episodes. So we have fallen a bit behind in making new designs, but we will have new t-shirts. We will have new stickers, something for the Midnight Society, something for boobies, which we just did a poll on. I think there's a 3rd one. Wasn't there a 3rd one?
The plan, the end game is, of course, to be doing this full time.
Yeah. Eventually, yeah.
We, over the next year, we're going to be really upping our game, our presence with different avenues for the Grim Life Collective for you guys to enjoy the darker side of life.
That's a really good question,
What's
Daniel. Will I be able to get your podcast on iHeartRadio?
I don't know. We're still working out all that stuff.
Because you have to have it supported somewhere or available places.
The host that we're going to be using for our podcast, it's a pay service, and that's going to be hosting our audio files. And part of the service, they are populating everything else, like Apple or Spotify. And I don't know about iHeartRadio. They probably would. I'll look into it, and I'll let you guys know. So I'll kind of come up with a list of, you guys can listen to us on these.
Bird Dog, that's a really good question. It could be both.
Please put on a hat. Me? What?
We could, for the most part, it is probably going to be home studio with a microphone that we're using now. But we very well could also be on location and do one.
Well, I'd really like to start bringing in guests on the podcast. Talking to different people, as well as because we got our computer situation and our internet situation up, of being able to do live, maybe Zoom calls or something where we can bring a live interview with somebody to you guys, which we tried to do in the past with John Massari, and it failed because our computer sucked. Sorry. There's a 53.
Pardon me, burps. I have crab chip burps now, and it's very amusing because it doesn't taste bad, but it's salty.
We have 53 patrons as of right now. You never know. Tom Savini could be on our podcast.
Out my tongue. Yeah, you never know who could be special guesting.
There's a few people that I would absolutely love to have as a guest on a Grim Life podcast.
I don't even know how you go about that.
Just reaching out to their PR people.
But how do you, if you're there and they're here, how do you just like...
You do a phone.
Hold it up.
Phone call. Patch it in. Well, not necessarily through the phone, but you can do internet calls and then you record the internet calls. Or you can do a video call. But there's two people right now that you will never guess who they are. If I can get as a guest on our podcast, I would be ecstatic. Two people.
I have no idea. I really don't know.
Two people.
I don't know. You got to tell me.
I'm going to open up Note on my phone. So and I'm going to show Jessica because I like trying to make the impossible happen.
How hard is it to be an unbelievably beautiful couple walking amongst the rest of us average people?
Those people.
Oh, I should have known the first one. I should have known that. The second, I mean, I know that you love them, but I didn't know that it was like podcast material. So
it'd be cool. The second person is a woman who is very well known in classic silver screen movies. That's still alive, and we have a photo of her hanging on our grim wall of horrors. And the questions that I would ask this lady.
You gotta tell him who.
Who?
Did you tell him who yet?
Oh, Tippi Hedren. Tippi Hedren from The Birds. Of course, Tippi Hedren and Val Kilmer. Those are the two people that I would absolutely love to have on the podcast.
Two people.
Who would you like to have on the podcast?
Well, I'm thinking.
See, everybody like Elvira. Like, of course.
I would love to have Elvira, yeah.
I don't know.
I kind of want to
Tippi Hedren asking her questions about Alfred Hitchcock.
Have someone who like is kind of a little weird. You know?
I'm right
here. As much as I love Elvira, you know, she seems like a pretty well-balanced individual.
Edward Autry says, "Can Michael rap?" Well, just so you know, at Christmas time, I rap gifts like there's no tomorrow. Like, Sika. Betty White. Oh my God, can you imagine?
I think a big one would be maybe R.L. Stine.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
He's on a Grim Wall of Horror too.
Yeah.
The Grim Wall of Horror, which we'll talk about it in the future, is we reach out to people who are in the horror community, who have done something for the horror, and we say, hey, can you please sign this 8x10? We will send it to you. Or if we meet them in person, can you please sign this? And we hang it on our wall.
See, oh, wow.
What's that?
66 Enigma. My goodness. Thank you so very much.
Well, crap, smacker, tacker, lacquer. That might be the cider talking, but 66 Enigma, crap, smacker, tacker, lacquer. Is that the new thing? Like TTFN and crap, smacker, tacker, lacquer?
I'm not saying that.
Crap? Say it?
No.
Say it?
No.
Say it?
No.
Say it?
No.
Say it backwards. Per crap?
I'm not saying it.
Crap?
No.
Smacker, tacker,
no.
Lacquer. Thank you, 66
Thank you
Enigma.
so very much. Thank you so very much.
Wow, seriously.
The birds scare the crap out of him too.
I'm terrified of birds. Birds flying near me, I duck and scream like a little girl.
He does.
It never fails.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. Oh God, I love it. I would love to have Bruce Campbell. I feel like he has a lot of funny stories.
We should take a camera.
He's a serious guy though.
Into an aviary. I get like a helmet cam on my head and we'll walk through an aviary. I'm just kidding. It ain't happening. You can suck
it. I love birds.
I
love all animals.
Where are you from, 66 Enigma? What part of the world? He's like, actually, I'm your neighbor.
There's so many people that I love. And the problem with that is I would honestly have to know someone's coming ahead of time because my memory is so bad that I'm a very visual person. So I would like need to make notes so that
California.
I wouldn't like kind of embarrass myself with a guest speaker and not be able to remember a goddamn thing, you know, like, I mean, a lot of people do that because I want to get their facts right when they have guests on. You know, you want to get the date right of things and the titles right and all that stuff. But I don't remember names of anything anymore. Like, I'm just here for your enjoyment. I'm just here to look pretty.
No, you're not. You look pretty. You are pretty. You're gorgeous. Yeah, shit. Cap smacker, tiger lacquer. What part of California are you from? 66 Enigma. Don't get like too detailed, of course, but like what area? I got to know these things.
That would
Curiosity
be cool,
killed
Tracy
the bat.
Hill.
Curiosity killed the bat.
That would be pretty cool.
What's that?
Tony Spera from the Ed and Lorraine Cult Museum.
Right?
Yeah, that'd be super cool.
So years ago, Los Angeles. Okay, very cool. 66 Enigma. We absolutely love Los Angeles, Southern California. Do you have, well, obviously, I was going to ask, do you have power because of everything that's been going on, but you're talking to us right now.
That. Yeah. Well, he could be on his phone, though.
What?
He could be on his phone.
True that. Or he could be like typing some weird thing on some like bat bones.
Joe Bob Briggs would be a huge one for Michael too, I think.
Yeah. So are you ready for this? I just found out that Joe Bob Briggs was in Orlando yesterday with Darcy doing a drive-in show.
No idea. I saw. We followed them both on Twitter. I saw no advertisements about it.
Well, you know what? Darcy did post that she was flying to Florida, and I was like, oh, that's rather interesting. Not once did I think that it was going to be here in Orlando. So he is on the phone and do have power. Awesome. Very cool. Well, welcome. Thank you. Seriously.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
Tip 666. I love saying that. Anytime anybody does the tip 666, I gotta say it. Haven't seen Ginger Snaps, and I'm a werewolf fan. Eventually, I'll own a copy, but watching Horror of Dracula, that's a good one for watch. All right, werewolf fans out there. Ginger Snaps is phenomenal.
I haven't seen Horror of Dracula.
But believe it or not, Jessica and I, in the past 2 months, have found a new werewolf movie that we absolutely love.
What's it called?
I can't tell because then they're going to watch it.
Oh.
So we're going to watch it on the show because it is available online. And we're going to put it on Grim Up All Night and watch it with you guys at some point.
I haven't seen The Howling in so long.
Aside from the very first Ginger Snaps, my other favorite one is the third one, the beginning.
Yes. I mean, you gotta love the original. I'm just saying, though, that, like, if I was her sister, she's all, like, trying to cure the other one, turning into a werewolf and all that, I'd be like, no, like, if they're as tight as they're supposed to be, I'd be like, scratch me already. Why are we not doing this together?
Hey, what's up?
I'm just saying.
The dad.
Because that's how it would happen here. I'd be like, oh shit, baby, I'm a werewolf, and I'd swipe him real quick. That's true. We've had this discussion. If things like that were ever to be real, if one of us gets infected, the other one's getting infected because we're doing it together.
You're going down.
Yeah. If I became a vampire, I'd have to bite him. If I became a werewolf, I'd have to scratch him, or however it's transmitted, biting probably too. And if him,
it's okay, Victor.
Me, you know?
The fact that you made it was awesome. Thank you.
I like how I say we've had this discussion, like, that we're planning this out. Like,
what's your name? I'm kidding. Weirdo. Daniel. Okay, so I'm just gonna say this. We are not against having anybody and everybody. If they create anything in the horror community, we would love to talk to them on our show. I mean, everybody has a story to tell. What's up?
I was saying that the Dracula doesn't look like Bela Lugosi, and he's kind of right, yeah. Remember that they don't think that it looks like her. It kind of doesn't.
No, we're not doing the popcorn toss tonight.
I never got better at it, so I'd just rather not make a mess.
Tramp stamp.
1 hour, 19 minutes, and 10 seconds.
Wow, wow. Like, my booze is gone.
I think it's the other one.
The booze is gone.
Well, let's see. We have about a good 30 minutes left.
Hot sauce. Oh, can you imagine drinking a bottle of hot sauce?
No.
Ain't that brave?
Oh, thank you so much, RE Designs.
Thank you. Rodney, thank you very much. Where are you from, Rodney? If you don't mind me asking. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, we're kind of lightweight, so like we don't go all hard with the liqueur like we did in our 20s. Good night, Maisie.
Good night. Everybody's from Los Angeles. Rodney's from there. 66. He's from there.
RA Designs.
Yeah.
I love the final makeup here. I think it looked really good.
San Diego.
She's so skinny
from
here.
Cleveland, from New York, but live in Arizona. Good night, Macy's Toy Channel. Wichita. There's all kinds of people from all over the place. I love that. That's one of the things I love about all of this.
I like how they gave her wolf nipples already. She's got nipples on her belly.
Orange County, California.
Was that their way of slipping in some nips?
I think so.
Pseudo nudity with wolf nips. Perverts.
Perverts. Pervert.
England! Awesome. Oh, it's late there. Mexico City. Guam. Oh, thank you, Knowles One.
Knowles One. It's an Australian where a masked man attacked a bunch of school kids. Any idea?
No.
Who?
That sounds like it could be a lot of things.
That I don't know. But maybe somebody here in the chat will know about it. And if you do, speak up. Throw some different things. Pennsylvania. Michelle.
The movie is Fortress, says Daniel Shaw.
Oh. Michelle from Pennsylvania. What part of PA are you from?
Daniel knew it too.
Andy is in Pensacola. We were just up that way.
A lot of people knew what it was. That was like a very small description. And like so many people knew what it was. And I'm like, I don't know. I love how he's like just totally relaxed and like laid back as if he doesn't see that she suddenly has 6 nipples.
Because they can suckle on them.
Well, it is Halloween. It's a Halloween party.
It's like, let me suckle your wolf nipples.
That's gross.
What? It's got to get a toothpick to get some of the hair out.
Ew, stop. Oh, thank you, Hair God.
Okay. Hair God. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna miss your Horror Night videos.
Yeah.
Like rewatch last year's Wink. So, like Jessica was saying at the very beginning of all this, we do have a few more Halloween Horror Nights videos up our sleeves. So nothing like last year, of course.
Also, technically their season hasn't started yet, so they may still decorate.
Right.
The houses are not going to be open. But they might like decorate the scare zones like they had planned to at least. We don't know. They haven't announced anything like that yet.
So another theme park down here in Florida that we go to, I wouldn't say we go to quite a bit because we're not pass holders, but we go when we're invited for the media nights is Busch Gardens. And they are still doing their Halloween event. Now it's in a different county than Orange County, which is where we are in Orlando. They're in Tampa. But they're not requiring their guests inside the theme parks to wear masks. And we don't really know how we feel about that. I mean, if we went, we would be wearing masks, but we don't like the idea that if you're going to be in a theme park during this time, that the company, private property, is not saying, hey, you should wear this. Whether you agree with mask wearing or not, it's just respecting the people around you. That's all that I really care about. Their Halloween, it's called Hallow Scream.
Mm-hmm.
They're making some changes. They're going full throttle with their Halloween stuff. I think they're not doing any indoor Halloween horror houses. They're doing all outside scare zones, which should be interesting. Still haven't decided if we want to go or not. I'm rambling.
Like, no, you're not rambling. It's just that
Oh, my eyes.
You know, it is a pandemic. It is a serious virus that's out. You know, if you catch it and don't show any symptoms, you're really, really fucking lucky, because the people who are actually getting sick, it's horrible what these people are going through. And there are lasting symptoms that are just now coming out that it's not like delayed. It's just that, you know, when something's in your system, even though you've gotten treatment, weird side effects pop up that affect you for the rest of your life. These people are potentially sick for the rest of their life in a very serious way. And I already have an affected immune system. So I'm immunocompromised. So we have to be like extra careful and serious in our protection. You know, I've seen people make comments on some of our videos because I was wearing a mask outside during the bat video. And what they don't realize is that we got there early. So at first there weren't people around us, but I had my mask on because people were starting to show up. And none of the people, there were probably 5 or 6 families there. Some of them were about 6-member families. Not a single person was wearing a mask. I get you're outside, but you're also next to a lot of other people, and nobody was social distancing. People were getting rather close to us and stuff like that. So knowing that I get sick easy and all that stuff, you know, I would rather just wear my mask for the 10 minutes I'm going to be outside, even in the fresh air, because we don't know anything about this. And, you know, but people were like, oh, I'm going to unsubscribe now. And I was like, bye.
Yeah, have fun.
Like, you're not sick like I am, so you don't understand. And no, we're not going to show you every single second of us, you know, filming, but there were a lot of people around us during that video. So we want to do the people who are going ahead with the Halloween themed parks and all that, but we kind of like take a second and pause and go, is this going to be worth it?
Right.
We don't know what real precautions they're going to take. And when I go out, I don't touch anything. I do not touch anything. As much as humanly possible, I touch nothing. I keep my hands to my chest oftentimes, so I don't touch things. We want to do it, but, you know, I would probably wear gloves. I'd still wear masks. I would social distance like crazy. We don't know, you know.
We started doing these live Grim Up All Night videos because of this reason. There's a lot of people out there that are going into the theme parks every single day and doing videos, and to each their own. Be safe, you know. We travel a lot. We go into the theme parks and we do film, but that's not where we do most of our filming at. We travel all over the country and can't really travel right now. So we decided to do these Up All Night Grim watch parties where we can just hang out with you guys and get to know you better. We thought that would be the greatest thing. I mean, you guys are stuck at home. We're stuck at home. Let's talk. We can't like shake hands or, you know, this and that, but let's just hang out and chit chat. And I'm very thankful for it. You know, so many of you guys have told us that us being here on Saturday nights has gotten you through so much. Likewise, you being here with us is doing the same thing for Jessica and I.
It really helps our sanity.
Yeah, because sometimes I'm about to lose it because I get cabin fever.
You guys are my friends.
Mm-hmm. So we're not ever going to go and do something that's not safe for us.
Yeah.
Whether or not we do it or not, we have you guys on a Saturday night. And if you can't make it, you know what? Next Saturday. Mm-hmm. If we can't make it, you know what? Next Saturday.
Oh, thank you, Carbies.
We are Carbies. Thank you. And hopefully you guys are safe and sane as well. I wish that we can go live more, to be honest. And in the future, we're hoping that we can. We're just kind of hanging out.
Yeah, that would be nice.
We have a Twitch account. We have pretty much everything we need to have a streamless gaming Twitch night where we're going to go live and you can hang out with us, kind of like this, but instead of watching a movie, we can watch a game and hang out together.
Yeah. So, like, Michael's more the game player than me.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
But we have other games.
Well, probably, I guarantee you, I'm going to be in the background, though, with my Switch playing Animal Crossing. I think it would be kind of cool to, at some point, have nights where...
It went blurry. Why are we going blurry? There we go.
This is the first time using the webcam. I forget what you're supposed to do when that happens. Like, most people move their hand up and down. I would totally... My island is not developed at all, but when I get a little bit further along, I would love to have a night where, like, I can just have you guys join me on my island.
So right now, in order for us to go live on Twitch, I need to get a chat link cable and a decent pair of headphones. And then once we do that, probably in the next week or two, you're going to see a lot more of us posting about going live and hanging out with us on Twitch for some games. Red Dead Redemption 2, Animal Crossing, what else are we playing? Kingdom Hearts, Until Dawn, Luigi's Mansion 3 on the Switch. And who else? Who knows what's going to happen? But just different ways we can all hang out and just be together.
Yeah. To kind of, change it up every once in a while. I mean, we love watching movies, but sometimes people want to feel a little more interactive. Although I guess gaming wouldn't feel terribly more interactive, but it's movement.
It's just hanging out, something to watch.
Like you're moving, I guess.
It keeps us sane, and the way I look at it like this, right? I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I'm just going to sit in front of a TV, or Jessica's going to sit in front of a TV for a couple hours and play video games. Let's hang out and do it.
Who do I think is more evil, Dracula, Sir Christopher Lee, or Bela Lugosi?
Ooh, Christopher Lee.
As evil?
Yeah.
Evil Dracula? Yeah, probably, because, Bela Lugosi...
He's just classic.
He was, a suave gentleman, And, when Christopher Lee came around, I feel like by then they were kind of more about showing a bit more violence and horror than they were, in the silent era. So I think definitely Christopher Lee was probably the more evil out of the Draculas. So,
Mark, Dead by Dawn, Scott, you all know Scott. He sent us a copy of Dead by Dawn, and we've been playing it. It's an amazing game. It's really cool. I'd like to do a Until Dawn, playing it from beginning to end with you guys. Who here who plays games? We have a PS4 and we also have a Switch.
Oh, thank you.
Who here plays a game called Dead by Daylight?
Your face.
Or who has played it?
I'm funny sometimes.
Christopher Lee, anybody play this game? I love Near Dark. So,
did you see what Rob said?
What's that?
He said, "Hey guys, never had the pleasure of meeting you, but I'm in the horror industry and I love and respect what you do. Your dedication to travel and the genre is extremely evident and appreciated." And he knew pound it in skulls and stuff.
Well, thank you, Rob.
Yeah, it was very sweet.
Thank you. Seriously.
My bad.
So, Dead by Daylight, I reached out to
Adam's Family, Monsters.
I reached out to the company who does Dead by Daylight, and they sent me a Steam code. I told them, hey, this is what we do. We're horror related. And they sent me a Steam code to download the game on Steam for the PC.
We don't play PC, though. Yeah.
But our PC or laptop would cover it. So you might see some stuff on that.
It might work now.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I don't know if the code's any good anymore, though. But yeah.
It's so weird because the camera's up there and I keep trying to look right at you guys, but right over this way is so I'm like all over the place.
I haven't played a modern Xbox. Probably about 6 years ago or so, maybe 8 years ago was the last time I played an Xbox. We have the PS4 now, and we have Switch.
Right.
And that's the only gaming systems that we have so far. Yeah, for me, it's definitely Addams Family, and I think Michael would be the Munsters.
So here, I actually have a beef with the Addams Family and the Munsters. You ready for this? Okay. So the Addams Family is amazing. Mm-hmm. The Munsters are amazing. Mm-hmm. I love the idea of the Munsters, and I love the idea of the Addams Family. Mm-hmm. All right? Mm-hmm. I love them both equally. Mm-hmm. The characters to me are flawless. They couldn't have been made any better. Fair. And they're just amazing shows to watch. But there's one thing about one of the shows that I absolutely despise, and it bothers me every time I watch it.
Is it the Munsters?
It's the Munsters.
Yeah, same for me.
That's and the reason for that, they're always nagging on each other.
Yeah.
Always. And I'm like, why does it have to be that way? Or the Addams Family, like Wednesday and Pugsley, they're always playfully at each other, but it's a family that they love each other. Mm-hmm. The Munsters, they love each other, but I hate how they're always nagging on each other. That's like if I was always making fun of Jessica, but it's going, no, I love you. That's what it is. I wouldn't want you doing that to me.
No, I mean, I've honestly had issues with that even in past relationships where, someone thinks that they're being funny and you're the butt of the jokes, but when you get that so constantly, it's not laughable anymore. It becomes like personal, and then you don't feel so great about it.
Yeah. Somebody mentioned about streaming on Twitch or YouTube. We're working out kinks about doing it on both of them, but I like YouTube. There is a Grim Games. There is a channel for the Grim Life Collective for our games, and that's what we're working out the kinks.
As I said, it bothered me more that a monster and a vampire birthed a werewolf. I guess it's just in the family genes. I understand like how they were making it work, but I think it was always kind of almost tongue in cheek. Like, is that his kid?
Yeah, Lily was pretty jealous. I mean, I get it. It is what it is. But
she was like the nagging wife. Like she always had this like upside down. I almost said upside down frown, which would be a smile. But no, she always had like this deep set frown on her face. Everything was always like she had that, like the nagging wife.
Yes, Geek Out Cinema, I did.
And I've always hated, especially in shows from that era, and even more when I was growing up, you always had like the nagging wife who was never happy, who never smiled, who never seemed happy around her family until like the very end of an episode where it was like, and it's like that always bothered me because it's this whole stereotype of, the nagging wife, oh, the ball and chain, oh God, I can't stand my wife kind of crap, and it's like. I could go on about that forever. We have a whole thing here.
Yeah. But when it comes down to it, that's what it is. I mean, and you know what? Like the Addams Family with Raul Julia and Morticia Addams, Angelica Houston, absolutely love it. But I think I love the TV show more.
Really?
With Austin, and
he's great though. Yeah.
Like I just love the feel of it.
I would love to have him on a podcast.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I mean, he's getting old. I mean, he still teaches he did before all this stuff happened. But I met him years ago.
7 minutes and 55 seconds. Vomiting up some blood.
It's jam.
That's a beautiful web. That's a beautiful. I just called a werewolf a website, guys. I meant to say that's a beautiful werewolf, and I said that's a beautiful website.
Let's see. Brandon says, "Did you see my question, Michael and Jessica? Sorry to keep asking. What type of your vampires are your favorite? What type of your vampires are your favorite?"
I think it just means what type of vampires.
Okay.
Typed.
So I am going to say, all right, so there's so many different ways that you can go about asking or answering this question. For one, are you talking about like traditional lore? Are you talking about movie vampires, TV vampires? If it was me, I would have to say 80s vampires. For instance, like Jerry Dandridge from the movie Fright Night. The Lost Boys. I just love the look and feel of 80s movie vampires. Today's day and age, like you're a big fan of what's the one with Josh Hartnett?
Oh, 30 Days of Night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's more of a very violent kind of movie.
It is, yeah.
So would you say you like?
So is yours. Near Dark is quite violent.
Well, Near Dark, yeah. But
what's one of your favorites?
I do love Near Dark.
So a lot of times, here's the thing about asking what your favorite vampire is too, because at the same time, you're almost answering what your favorite appearance is, because most, if not all, they want to make their vampire stand out. So almost every vampire movie, not all, a lot of them do typical things, but they often have very specific teeth. Their fangs are almost different from every movie. So you can have Twilight fangs, you can have Underworld fangs, you can have classic vampire fangs. Mm-hmm. And because everyone wants their vampires to be a trademark and, be a viral whatever, oh, I'm this person, so my teeth look like this. So then you have to decide which fangs do you like. Are you a classical fang? Are you a Interview with Vampire had their own set of fangs, right, their own style. Just like Ginger Snaps with the teeth of wolf when she's transitioning, her teeth are very specific. So like it becomes like a whole, that's a big question. I don't know if I would not want to look like a 30 Days of Night vampire though. I want to be pretty.
Be pretty. I can see you as being like the
some supernatural powers too.
I can see you being like I'm gonna butcher this, and I'm so sorry. The Vituli from Twilight.
Vituli.
Like the vampire head clans. How like they're like almost like albino, like all white.
Oh well, so they were not like the Twilight clan because the Twilight clans are vegetarians. So if you drink human blood from the Twilight series, you have red eyes.
Vittori, that's
stuff
it.
Like that.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see it like being like that.
But every vampire, see, that's the thing. Every vampire in Twilight has their own specific power that is not unlike most other vampires because it's specific to you. So, I also read the vampire series, Anita Blake series from Laurel K. Hamilton, and I love that one actually. You know what? You gotta give Twilight its due for what it is. Most of the storyline was crap, but if you look around that, and if you look at like the cinematography and stuff like that, and just the character build, it's actually kind of cool. I like the sparkly thing because it kind of gets into like a science of the skin, blah blah blah. Now, yes, it was a teenage drama love story, which was kind of lame, but they did a lot of the
What We Do in the
Shadows. Special effects was
Shadows.
Great. Oh, I love What We Do in the Shadows.
That's the kind of vampires we want to be.
Yeah.
What? It was I was going to say,
Jack and the Dead and loving about it. A lot of stuff. I mean, a lot of people do pick on Twilight. I think a lot of people pick on it because it's so popular. Blade has their own set of teeth too. And then you get into, Blade 2? Then you have the virus one from Del Toro that was a TV series.
Have you ever watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
There's so much.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer TV series is phenomenal.
They have their own set of teeth. They have very specific teeth.
I always wanted to own the entire series.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carbies. Yes. I always wanted to own the entire series. Never have. Always wanted to. Someday I will. But I do believe you can watch
subspecies.
You can watch every episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer on Facebook.
Okay,
TV.
So Juju, you're familiar with Subspecies, but do you know the Vampire Chronicles? They are actually connected. And believe it or not, one of the things that got me and Michael together, the very first thing ever, trivia, because we have talked about this in the past, was an Elvira pinball machine. Is how we originally met and started talking through social media. But what actually got us talking and having conversations with each other was the Vampire Journals, the movie. It's by Full Moon Productions. It's one of their older ones, so it's not cheesy. Well, it's a little cheesy. It's like a B film quality, you know.
Do any of you guys, Mark Kirkman, you're probably going to be one of the only people who remember this. I'm probably wrong, but I feel like Mark Kirkman would be like, oh yeah, I know that show. Kindred, the Embraced. Who remembers that? It was based off of the live action role playing Kindred game, but it was a TV show, like 1 or 2 seasons. Yeah. It was actually pretty good, where they had different clans of vampires come together.
Sorry, burps. And then there was Forever Night, Canadian vampire TV show. I have one of the seasons. I think there was 3 seasons. I love that show.
A lot of people remember Kindred.
So
awesome.
Much. I love Forever Night. Big one for me, man. Huge. Huge.
You know what?
How dare you, Rob?
What did Rob say?
He said it sucks.
Oh my God.
Dark Shadows.
I wonder if we could do like a video chat hangout with possibly like somebody famous and then play their movie.
That'd be weird.
I don't know. Kind of weird. We're all weird here. What? It was a daymare.
Bird Dog knows Vampire Journals. That makes me really happy. Very few people know it.
Isn't it weird that like in the cast of this movie, Emily Perkins gets top billing above her Catherine Isabelle, but Catherine Isabelle is mostly well known for this movie than her. Canadian film.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know.
Is this like one of those things where it's like, did you go to film school?
I don't know.
You know, college and classes and all that
Emily
stuff.
Perkins, Kimberly. So our movie on this end has finally hit the end credits. Some of you are probably further than we were because we had a little hiccup at the very beginning. So it's really nice not having a microphone attached to my shirt. It's just sitting right here. This thing's massive, right? Because before you would talk really quietly and I'd have to lean over so people can hear you.
I don't talk quietly. You just have a loud ass mouth.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right, and yeah, you're right. It may be order of scene in the film. I forgot that they do that, Nicholas. So good one.
Emily Perkins wasn't it. That's why she had top billing.
Once Bitten with
Jim
Carrey.
Why do I not remember her from It?
She was Bev as a little girl in the original movie, original TV miniseries. I'm sorry, I should say. So a lot of people say that when they look at me, I remind them of a cross between Jim Carrey and
well, Jim Carrey, yeah. Who's the other one?
Come on.
I don't remember.
Bill Moseley.
Oh, see, I don't see that. I see Jim Carrey because you have the same like comedic mannerisms, but I don't see Bill Moseley like at all.
I worry about you sometimes, Bevy. Sometimes I worry a lot. Or I worry a lot. I'm sorry. So hopefully, guys,
Peter Wilson was so hot.
You like this movie. And if this is your very first time watching it,
thank you, Andy.
There are 2 other ones. There's Ginger Snaps Back and then Ginger Snaps the Beginning. Andy Graves, thank you. 666 Upside Down.
Like
thank
Ginger
you.
Snaps Back.
It was not my favorite.
Her escaping the mental institute, right?
Yep. But the third one is my favorite, mainly because it's a period piece. It's the beginning, and it goes way, way, way back. The same girls, but it's like their ancestors. It's a little weird, but it's awesome.
No, he does not look like Quentin Tarantino.
I've gotten that in the past, like years ago.
Forehead?
I think it's I got a big forehead. What can I say? So go ahead and give those a watch. You look like a unicorn.
I do look like a unicorn.
Right?
See, because, okay.
She's gotten Mila Jovovich in the past.
I've gotten Mila Jovovich a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten Mila Jovovich from people who know me and from people who have only seen me online, which is so weird. But I also used to get Liv Tyler when I had black hair. Long black hair. Thank you, Victor. Thank you so much.
Oh, shoot. Victor, thank you.
And I used to get Selma Blair. I never really saw that one either, but I don't really feel like I look like anybody.
You're like a My Little Pony right now. You got like green, like a little green mane, and she's like, my life is awesome. I love you so much.
No, because I showed these off last week. I had 3 My Little Pony headbands. And this is the princess lady. Have
a good night, Nicholas. Okay, guys. With that being said, we do have to get off here. We have a very, very, very early start tomorrow morning. I'd love to hang out with you a lot more, but we do have to go.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on another Grim
Up
All Night. Aha, you got it that time.
I try. And also, thank you so much for everyone who joined our Patreon tonight.
Yes,
that was so very
huge
sweet.
Thank
we
you.
love you guys so much. Thank you for all the donations, just for being here and hanging out with us and saying hi. And even for everybody who's attending who didn't say hello, because I know a few of you are out there because you already told me you're going to be here. Sometimes I know you guys get shy. That's okay.
Same bat channel, same bat time next week, Saturday night at 11:30. Visit our social media sites in the description below. If you want to contribute. If not, just hang out, watch our videos, and chat with us. We like chatting with you guys.
Why am I choking on popcorn? I haven't eaten it for a while.
Crazy. We have new videos coming out. Remember, tomorrow night at 9 p.m., we have a huge announcement. Huge. Be ready for it. Anything else you want to say?
I love you.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. TTFN, guys. Crap, smack, or tag, or like her.
No.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.